Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to do something pretty different. The other videos have been more informative, but I wanted to do something a lot more lighthearted, and I'm going to be kind of piggybacking off of Coping MAGA if you guys have seen it on Twitter. It's a really funny, what are they called? Account. It's a really funny account where they posted just a lot of the hilarious stuff that Trump supporters post on like forums and stuff. And so that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at some forum posts and some of the comments that they're sending to each other. And to full disclosure, like I've gone through these already. And I'm glad I did because there were some like slurs, some stuff that they were putting there that like I just wasn't comfortable having included here. So there, I've like taken pictures of like the conversations and made sure that they like don't include anything like overtly offensive. Like I think there's still some stuff there that's like problematic. Like there's gonna be some like posts about the Iran threat that like Trump issued today, and like yeah, but for the most part, like the most severe comments I try to limit because I just don't want to have that included. Anyway, that being said, we're gonna go over this. We're gonna look at what they're saying about how the a day in the life of a Trump supporter. Well, you know, just casually. Oh, is this? There we go. Is it back to normal? There we go. It's focused. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Let's get started. So here are the rules on the forum, and I think this is great because the last rule is my favorite. I love it so much. Trump supporters, this is the Donald. Our community is a high energy Trump rally. There are no exceptions. Follow the law. No posts or comments that violate laws in your jurisdiction or the United States. The feds are always watching. They have a point. No racism, including slurs, non factual content, and general unfounded bigotry. Well. Interestingly enough, they don't have any other time of bigotry included here. It's just racism. So if you want to be homophobic, if you want to be sexist, transphobic, whatever else, it just can't be racist because that's the priority here. Um, and I think this is just generally just like these communities barely have any people like outside of white people participating. Like it's marginal at best, and even then, um, most of them are cis, most of them are men, so you don't really have to experience you don't have a lot of people who experience those types of prejudices included in the community because most people who do aren't a part of it, right? Like there's not too many women, there's not too many um people outside of just like your basic cis white guy. So anyway, no doxing. Be respectful, no self promotion, questions and concerns, all that, just basic. And then the last one, my favorite. Oh, I love it. Don't be dumb. Remember, you represent the movement against globalism, communism, and the progressive insanity. Your comments and posts may become news. Well, yeah, you know, some random guy on YouTube might stumble upon this and read it to other people. Let's get started. First one is Geodis. So, most of this doesn't get us anywhere until we get to this big little comment, and then it's funny. So, I kept sending him Big Mike dick pics every hour until he folds. Only took 6. That's fucking hilarious. That's why it took so long. He was holding out for 6 more. LMFAO, I love you guys. You gay. Only for Trump. Wait, is it the same person? No, okay, it's 2 different people. Only for Trump. Is this weird? So yeah, let's find out if this is weird. I was scrolling through Insta the other night, came across POTUS's official Christmas photo, and I went and showed it to my wife and said something like, wow, look how great they look. Don't they look awesome? This was after the photo had been around for a couple days, and I'd seen it all over Insta and other places because I follow tons of pro-Trump slash right-wing accounts. Wow, must be nice. Your feed is filled with amazing stuff, I'm sure. Anyway, it dawned on me in the moment, and I told my wife that no joke, no bullshit, no exaggeration. It was only then, after having seen the photo probably 200 times, that I realized that Melania was wearing a very similar tuxedo. I literally didn't really focus that much at all, despite seeing the photo easily a couple hundred times. My wife was like, Looking at my wife looked at me all seriously all creeped out and said, "That was weird." Like seriously weird, she said. Am I weird, guys? I only have eyes for Geodis. No homo though. I'm not weird. I love our Geodis. Not gonna lie, my love for Donald Trump is strong. Like a son loves a father. I look at the man for answers and he delivers. Love is love. LOL. So, my question here is like, what the fuck is Geodis, right? There it is. God Emperor of the United States. An acronym for President Donald Trump that is used somewhat jokingly by the pro Trump Reddit community. Now you guys know. Because I sure as fuck didn't know. And the fact that, like, someone is unironically saying no homo in 2020, like, dude, you're not in middle school anymore. Like, why do you feel the need? Like, how did this even happen? Like, as if some, like, 2 word phrase suddenly validates your sexuality. Like, are you, like, insecure? That's usually what it is. Like, people are just insecure. Anyway, now that we know what Geodis is, we can move on. We're going to talk about why reality doesn't matter. Because we're a bunch of crazy leftists. Okay? The context is they're talking about the Iran stuff. So, fucking when? In the near future, not sure if he means the 6th or sometime after that date, I am still hoping Trump will execute some sort of military action on Christmas night. Excuse me. Against deep state traitors. What a glorious Christmas present that would be. All I want for Christmas is to be a helicopter pilot tossing commies out of it. Yeah, that's what all I want too, guys. Is like I want to hop on a nice little helicopter and I'm just gonna toss people out, just casual, what I want for Christmas. Fun times. Do it every year. I've been saying for ages that they have been saving some bombshell information to release all at once and shock everyone, and so the media don't get a chance to pick at it. It has to be why they're saying the military isn't needed and why they're always so confident Trump will be the next president. This is just like disappointing, or kind of like pity, right? Like the election was a month and 2 weeks ago. Month and 3 weeks ago. And they're sitting here saying that they have like some bombshell information that they're hiding away for like the right moment. Like when the right moment was? It was like before elections. That's when your moment is. That's when you drop the bombshell. You don't you don't do all of this when you have some secret bombshell information. Like come on now. Anyway, would be great if they exposed all those in the media and everywhere who are compromised by foreign and special interests. All these fuckers. Unfortunately, I'm inclined to believe no matter what happens, every media and big tech will do exactly what they did with the irrefutable. Damn, I'm yawning way too much. Sorry, you guys. But what they did with the irrefutable proof of the Hunter laptop. It can't be verified, quote unquote. Bro, this is just oh god, it's so bad. Like even rereading it, like it's just so bad. Like is there any point of like self-reflection? Like I have like some deep like conviction for like political beliefs and stuff like that. But every once in a while like I find myself like just going through the motions of like questioning layers of that belief to make sure that I believe what I believe, right? And like I scrutinize my own beliefs because like that's what you're supposed to do. Like when I engage with discussions with other people, like I engage in good faith. I assume that there's a chance that they might rewrite. Like granted I'll admit, like the further to the right someone is, the less I give them that like benefit of the doubt that they might like present me with some crazy information. But for the most part, when I engage with people on the left, like, for example, the debate about like forcing the Medicare for all vote, like I genuinely think that both sides make great arguments, and that's why like I approach that with like always an eye of skepticism on both sides, and like look for research on both sides, and don't get upset when someone doesn't agree with me. But this is just disappointing. The last comment sums it up like chef's kiss, like mwah. Correct. The law, facts, or reality don't all don't matter. Being right doesn't matter. It's just power. All that matters is power. Like these people, they have I think they're genuine grievances. I think that they like their worries are real. Their anxiety is real. I do believe that, right? I just think that at some point, like they just got misdirected into the wrong pipeline. Like they went through a video on YouTube or a little rabbit hole that just sent them into a dark and scary place where they will never feel that anxiety go away. Right? Like on the left, like yeah, we might have some anxiety every once in a while, for sure. I think that's kind of like inherent in any political struggle, is that you'll have anxiety about the situations in the world, but you can have confidence that the things that like you're pushing for, regardless of how like anti like leftist the world is, that like at least like what you're fighting for is meaningful, and that's enough. Like success will come eventually. It doesn't have to happen today. It might not happen tomorrow, but we're doing something, actively participating in a way to like benefit other people. But when you're on like I think this side of the argument, there's just anxiety. Like it just doesn't go away. Like everyone's an enemy. Everyone's trying to take your job, take your money, take everything from you. It's just like of course they're gonna get angry all the time. Like imagine like that being your worldview, like where everyone is a threat. It's just, I don't know, I feel like disappointing. And the accidental leftist, I love the accidental leftist stuff, right? Because what happens is when people sometimes, I guess it's not all the time, but for from times I've seen it, is when people on the right are not regurgitating some talking point they heard somewhere else, and they have to actually like rationalize something. Maybe they just haven't heard of this like talking issue before, like this there's a certain issue that arises, they've never talked on it before, and so the first time they like think about it and argue on the subject, like they end up saying like leftist shit, and like they don't know it, they think it makes sense because, well, like guess what, leftist shit makes sense. Anyway, every dollar given, oh, this is about the stimulus, by the way, and all the stuff included in the omnibus. Buckle up. Every dollar given to American citizens is returned to the U.S. economy. Every dollar spent on foreign pork is removed from the U.S. economy. Much of every dollar given to illegal aliens is sent out of the country. That's not true. Like the illegal alien thing, not true. They don't send money out of the country. Maybe there's a few people that do, but it's never anything crazy. Like most there's a great video on the Gravel Institute on this. It basically talks about how like a lot of illegal immigrants in the United States got stuck here um before it was made illegal, right? Before the border was all closed up. And so what ended up happening is like it was too much of a hassle for like seasonal farmers to go back to Mexico. And so they kind of just got stuck here. And that's where a lot of the illegal immigrants came here from. People don't really cross the border nearly as often or to the extent that people on the right will make it out to be. But it doesn't matter, right? Like the only thing that matters is the fear. Just the very thought of like people coming in to your country is just a scary thing to them, because again, the same anxiety that we talked about earlier. So yeah, absolutely, the deep state wants a global government where our wealth, from the wealthiest to the poorest citizens, is given to the third world to raise them up and tearing us down, a world of equal slaves. It's not even that. They just want the money for themselves. Foreign aid and money is just a laundering scheme. Very little of it reaches those shitholes. Again, why do they have to call like other countries shitholes just to qualify the fact that America is probably not so great right now? So you have to, criticize everybody else to feel better about your country. It's just part more insecurity. Like I think you can boil down a lot of the problems on the right to just like insecurity. Um, and then it's our money. What the fuck? I'm incredulous. Truly, these communist actors must understand that they can lie straight to their constituents and get away with it. Like why do you assume they're communist, bro? Like what part of this is communist? What part of like sending money to like fund regime changes is communist to you? Like literally everyone from Bernie Sanders to like AOC to whoever progressive politicians are in government right now is anti like US intervention. So like why would you assume like I don't know. I don't know, bro. It doesn't matter though. Like it doesn't matter. It's always a communist. Biden's a communist, right? Like everybody's a communist. This stimulus bill should be the eye opener for everyone. Yet, I still see people attacking Trump. The American people are hurting, and our representatives have decided to give us tax dollars, to give our tax dollars away. There is no more blatant spit in the face than this. Yeah, like you're right. Like they are spitting in your face. Like politicians are doing this, and like it's our job to hold them accountable. The thing is, like it's almost exclusively Mitch McConnell. Even this move from Trump, right? The reason why Trump is doing this is to fuck over Mitch McConnell. Like this almost loses them the Senate. So like Trump isn't doing this out of his own goodwill. Like he's making a move against McConnell because McConnell pissed him off, and Trump is a baby, right? And it's just backfiring on the right. But we appreciate people calling for, stimulus and all these checks and unemployment income and the free vaccines and stuff like that. Like yeah, like congratulations. Like welcome to the good to our team for once. They would never accept it, like even in the comment themselves, like they're calling the pork stuff communist and the stimulus stuff is like capitalist, I'm assuming. Like yeah, like that's totally the situation. Thank you guys for watching. We ended up going to 16 minutes, almost 17. Turns out like I don't know how to make short videos. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to like gradually boil these down because I am having a hard time apparently with that. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to make the algorithm happy. I appreciate you guys. I hope that, we continue this. We're on video number 4. If we can get to 21 days of consistent uploads, then I think it'll be a habit, and I think you guys can get used to a lot of content coming your way. I hope you found this one enjoyable. Have a wonderful night. Thanks again. Bye, guys.